Welcome back, Augmented Ones. Just Storm here again. This week in our Augmented Sync, we're getting you ready for the upcoming week. First off, new month, new research. That means for the field research, for Giovanni, and for regular tasks out there in the wild as well. First off, Pharaoh Seed. You'll be able to get that from your weekly field research from completing 7 field research tasks, and that will award you a bonus of 5,000 Stardust that can be increased by other inputs, including a star piece. So if you use a star piece, or when you cash in that Pharaoh Seed field research reward, you get 7,500 Stardust at that. If you have any research left over from last month for Giovanni, that would be the professor's work is never done. It will reward Shadow Entei. That Shadow Entei will be available until the end of March. So turn in all the other ones you have, or take care of the new one for this month, which is the Shadowy Threat Continues. From that, if you're watching this, I assume that it's already the 2nd, if not later. Going on now, Thundurus joins the raids. Thundurus joins in raids, and make sure you have those rock and ice type Pokemon available and ready to face off against this electric flying type Pokemon. Tuesday will be the resuming of the Spotlight Hour for Pokemon. Every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. As Niantic knows, we're at a drought for Stardust, so hopefully they just increase the spawns like they did last time. That way you can catch as much as you want, and even use a star piece if you like, to get that extra Stardust. Wednesday is the Raid Hour, from 6 to 7. Complete as many raids as possible, and maybe you'll get a good one. It'll be Thundurus again. It just started for 5-star raids, so these weekly raid hours are probably your best chance when it comes to them, because on the weekend it changes. Stay tuned for the other part. Thursday will be the mysterious bonus. It could be XP, candy, Stardust. Who knows exactly? You have to tune in. Either make sure that you have that time slot available to play. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. your local time. There will be a bonus of some sort, so you want to stay tuned. Follow us on social media, or find any other sources, or just be out and ready to play. Gotta catch them all. Friday starts a few things. Starts the weekend, so they're introducing during the month of March, it'll be a new raid Pokemon each weekend. Friday to Monday, 8 a.m. your local time, and ends 10 p.m. your local time on Monday. Now, as to whether the raid timers are actually going until 10 p.m., wishful thinking, who knows exactly, but maybe they will, maybe they won't, considering that these are a shorter time frame for these Pokemon. And first up at bat is Darkrai, a brand new shiny Pokemon that we have not had the chance at. It's just slightly purplish, as opposed to the usual dark. But it's definitely one of those shinies that you want to nail. Never know when it could come in handy. Make sure you have your counters all ready. You're going to want to bring Fairy, Fighting, or Bug-type Pokemon to take out these dark raid bosses. Friday also starts the Team Rocket Takeover event. Now, with this event, it'll be Dark and Poison-type Pokemon, keeping with that Team Rocket Dark Threat Takeover again. And with this, Team Rocket will be more active at Pokestops. The team leaders will have their old Pokemon back again. Sierra will have Sneasel and Beldum. And whether they have a new one, we don't know just yet, but they may. Also, Arlo had Scyther and Bagon. And Cliff had Meowth and Stantler. So if you're still missing those Shadow Shiny Pokemon, you definitely want to get out during this event and be there or be square for the Saturday event. The Shadowy Takeover event is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on... That means double the spawns, double the Shadow Pokemon, and they just introduced the Shadow Pokemon take more damage from Purified Pokemon buff and debuff. That means if you're holding on to any Pokemon, or this gives you another reason why you want to actually have those Shadow Pokemon. They just don't have a cool aesthetic and a sweet move. They actually come in handy. We're still waiting on the possibility that it may not do as much damage as we hope, but we'll still keep an eye out on things and see how it all goes. There's a few things that can probably be finagled in the code that may be finagled, so keep your eyes peeled on social media, or stay tuned to the show. We'll be sure to break it down for you once we do get more information on it. Now, with this Team Rocket takeover, this is where we're going to overanalyze the crap out of stuff. Sorry, guys. So, in means of shiny Pokemon, the newest one on the docket is Skorupi. Skorupi will have its new shiny introduced. It'll be a red shiny. You definitely want to nail that one. It's on point for PvP and comes in handy as a type coverage. The other shiny Pokemon you may want to keep an eye out for are Zubat, Koffing, Ekans, Sableye, Gligar, Alolan Rattata, Murkrow, Houndour, Sneasel, Poochyena, and the Nidoran family. We don't know exactly which ones are going to be turned up in means of their spawn table. They don't share everything with us. Sorry, guys. But you definitely want to keep an eye out for those Pokemon if they are out and about, because their shinies have been introduced, and you want to nail as many as you can. In means of PvP, the Pokemon you want to keep a close eye out for are those Pokemon, especially with the Toxic Cup coming up for March's Sylph Road series. The Pokemon you want to keep an eye out for, handful I already mentioned, Zubat, Skorupi, Alolan Rattata, Grimer, Skunky, Sableye, Toxicroak, and Gulpin. Their variety of moves and their decent stat pool allow them to get a almost maximum efficiency if you get the right IV combination under that 1500 CP cap for the Great League PvP system that Sylph Road has set up. So those are the main things we wanted to mention here. The other thing... Also, during this event, you can actually TM Frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon during this event, meaning that you will actually be able to have normal type moves on there, depending on what that Pokemon is. Which means you could then have a regular type moveset with that Shadow bonus. Never mind, the Shadows don't do more damage. The Purify do more damage. And once you actually purify a Pokemon, its moves will get changed up again, so it will get return, unless we get more clarification online from Twitter and Niantic. Frustration will be overridden by a TM during this event only. Also, if you were to purify that Pokemon, it will then still learn Return. After, of course, of which, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, as this is the first time an event of this magnitude has happened where you can TM moves off of Shadow Pokemon. Anyway, as we get more information, we'll be sure to share it in social media, as well as on the podcast later in the week. And quite possibly, we may have a new segment coming up halfway through the week, either a vlog type setup or a new mull information. New information for you to mull over. Kind of like a hump day kind of thing, because it's numal. That, or you came, you erupt, and we exploded information all over you. I don't know where I'm going with this. Still toying with a few ideas, but as long as we can get the information to you guys as fast as possible, we're going to take care of that for you. Social media is always the fastest way. Make sure you stay tuned to Augmented Naturally wherever you stay social. And don't forget, good balls, good calls, good luck. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in this week, Augmented Ones. Stay augmented, my friends. Stay augmented, my friends.